This tutorial is to show you how to set up your domain name email. Once you set up a web hosting account with us, you're able to use our servers to send and receive email through your domain name. The very first thing you'll want to do is open up Internet Explorer, and in the navigation bar type in yourdomainname.com/cpanel. In this instance, I'm going to use one of my own domain names, ecommercetutorials.com/cpanel. Now this brought me directly to the cPanel login box. Sometimes it will do that, and sometimes it'll also have a little pop-up username password box that you can fill out. Either way, go ahead and put in the cPanel username that we provided to you, along with the cPanel password which we provided to you. This will also be the same as what we detail as your FTP login username and password. Click on Login. Go down to the second row of icons and click on Email Accounts. And here you're brought to a screen where you can set up your own email account. I'm going to set up Larry@ecommercetutorials.com. So I type in Larry. Here it has @ecommercetutorials.com. If you have multiple domain names on one account, there will actually be a pull-down box right here that lets you select which domain name you want to put this on. Then go ahead and select a password. Good passwords usually have uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and numbers. In this space, you're able to set a mailbox quota. I'm going to go ahead and leave this at 250 megabytes, and I'll go ahead and create the account. Now in this instance, it gave me a Okay, I've created the account, and as you can see down here, we now have Larry@ecommercetutorials.com. Now down here, I can actually change my password, change the quota, delete this account, access webmail, or configure my email client. I'm going to go ahead and configure the email client by hand so that you can see how this is done. So for now, we'll go ahead and we'll log out of cPanel, and I'll open up my Outlook 2010. Now, depending upon which email client you have, the settings, the way that you set this up may differ, but the settings will all be basically the same. In Outlook 2010, I go to the File tab, and then I go to the Add Account button. This brings up a box that has several text boxes in it, the first of which is your name. Here I'll simply put my name, Larry Dozier. My email address, Larry@ecommercetutorials.com. And the password that I just used to set this account up in cPanel. Next, I'm given the choice to click on one of these two radio buttons. The first one says text messaging. The second one says manually configure server settings or additional server types. I want the second one, manually configure server settings. So that has been clicked, and then I click next. I keep this on internet email and click next. And here I've got my name, Larry Dozier, my email address, larry@ecommercetutorials.com. The account type I'll keep at POP3. My incoming mail server will be my domain name. In this case, ecommerce-tutorials.com. Now I'm going to copy and paste that into the outgoing mail server as well, because that will also be your full domain name, ecommercetutorials.com in my case. Down here, Outlook wants to autofill this text field with just simply the name Larry. What you want to make sure of is that you put your full email address there. So I'll put Larry at ecommercetutorials.com. And then down here I'll put the password which I entered into Cpanel when I created the account. Now this box that says require logon using secure password authentication, make sure that this box is not checked. I repeat, it should not be checked. Now at this point you can go ahead and test your account settings. And this shows that I was able to connect okay. There's a little further configuration we want to make, so we come over here to More Settings. Everything on the General tab can stay the same. On the outgoing server, there's a little checkbox here that says My outgoing server, SMTP, requires authentication. Ensure that this checkbox is checked. You can use the same settings as My incoming mail server on the next line. This box does not need checked. Log on to incoming mail server before sending mail. Then go over to your Advanced tab. Your incoming mail server port should be 110. Your outgoing server port may be 25 or 26. Now some ISPs block the port 25, so I go ahead and put 26 in no matter what. Down here it says leave a copy of message on the server. That's actually your own preference, but if you do leave a copy of the message on the server, you'll want to make sure that the box underneath it is checked as well, removed from the server after so many days. Otherwise, these emails will accumulate on the server in your account and will eat up your quota fairly quickly. So now that I have this all done, I'll click OK. And then I'll click Next. Outlook goes ahead and tests the email, make sure that it's working, and it is. Ta-da! Congratulations, all tests completed successfully. Please click Close to continue. So I'll click Close and then I'll click Finish. Now if you scroll down here, you'll see that I have a new email account here, larry@ecommercetutorials.com. Here's my inbox. I'm going to go ahead and send a test email. To myself, just to make sure everything's working properly. And there it is. It went up to the server and it came back down, as well as the other two test messages. That completes this tutorial. Make sure you watch the next tutorial on how to log into your webmail. Thank you.